Hello, my name is Sarah Laley and I am in 8th grade at Tohickon Middle School participating in the Google Science Fair event. For my Google Science Fair project, I asked, does the type of bread being tested affect the amount of mold grown on that type of bread over the time period of 1 month? After I came up with my question, I made a hypothesis, which was, if different types of bread are being tested for mold growth, then each type of bread would have its own unique outcome based on the amount of mold that grew and how quickly or slowly it grew. I tested 5 different types of bread and put them all in sealed baggies so no air would get in or out. I put this bread in my basement in a dark place with virtually no sunlight or lights that would be on throughout the day. I took a photo of each piece of bread every day and tracked the percent of mold that covered the bread every 7 days. The types of bread I tested were pumpernickel bread, multigrain, farm-style white, caraway rye, and marble rye. As you can see, farm-style white bread had the most mold coverage with 98%, as I showed in my graph, every 7 days. I discovered the amount of mold, the percent of mold coverage by making a grid, as you can see on the back of the bread, with 100 squares. For each square that was full, that counted as 1%, and that's how I figured out what percent of my bread was covered in mold. I think I succeeded with my Google Science Fair project because I believed that each type of bread would have its own individual outcome based on mold amount and how quickly it grew. Each type of bread did have its own individual outcome based on amount of mold, and as you can see, farm style had the most and caraway rye had the least, but they each had their own individual outcome.